Okay, aloha everyone. Welcome to class today. And you look like you wanted to learn today. So today, imagine yourself as a missionary. You know, you wish to be a missionary in the future?
Yes.
Okay. These papers that I'm passing out, use your pen to write your last name, like sister, your last name Myrna, or whoever you are. And turn to your neighbor. She will be your companion. One of you is a sister training leader, a trainer, and one of you, you're first in the boat, you know. You're still new, and this is your first time on your mission. And so when you're done, let me know.
I can do the freshman.
So what?
No, I can't. Can read out my name.
Okay, what I want you to do, after writing down your name, saying that's your name tag, you know. And I want you to think about this question. This question that says, how can you be a happy missionary by teaching, when you teach your first investigator, and what would you do? Do you understand the question? I repeat the question again. How can you be a happy missionary when you teach your first investigator, and what would you do to as a missionary, your first year on your mission, your first day on your mission, and you're about to go out and teach, what would you do? To make sure that your first investigator is happy and you are happy and being, to teach your first investigator. So I will give you 3 minutes, talk with your companion about it, and we will have a class discussion.
I would give them candy.
I would make sure that I really do love teaching. You have to have a strong testimony to be on a mission. Obviously,
Right.
you believe. So I feel like you have to really love what you're teaching.
Right.
I feel like that's important. That's what I would.
Yeah, that's true. I like that
And
one.
I would bring kids.
That's the second drive. For me, it's how you your attitude towards what are you going to teach, because as a missionary you will actually preach the gospel, so you have to be able to I don't know. Yeah, you have to know and also able to apply for what are you going to say to your investigators, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
We're done.
Okay, I think that's the discussion. You done? Okay, let's hear from your answer. How can you be a happy missionary when teaching your first investigator, and what would you do? What would you do?
Well, for me, it's you have to know what are you going to teach to them, and the attitude of how to deliver the message and the lessons to the investigator without, being offensive or something.
You have to know your lesson, yeah? You can't even teach if you don't know what to teach, You can't even share a testimony about the Book of Mormon if you don't have a testimony of yourself about the Book of Mormon. Okay? What else do you think?
We were just saying that we have to follow the Spirit.
Follow the Spirit.
Follow the Spirit. It's the most important thing.
I think that could be related to teaching, the Spirit. If the Spirit is our guide, our lesson plan can be our guide. If we follow it, but also just follow the needs of the students and stuff.
Exactly. You have to follow the right spirit. You have to make sure that you have the spirit in order to teach your investigator with, you know. You can't even teach yourself because you're the only, you are an instrument, but the spirit has the passing on the lessons to the investigator, do you know? Okay, what would you do? What else would you do? Is this the only thing that you do? Know your lessons and follow the spirit? How about,
Preparation.
yeah, preparation, like study your scripture, you know?
Also like know the topic more deeply, in depth.
Study your scripture. Of course, you have to like know deeply your lessons and everything. You need to pray. Why not pray, you know? You need to pray.
I think
And-
another thing too is
Yes.
that you know your lesson really well, but also you care a lot about it. Like,
Of course, you need to care about it, yeah? So if you study without care about it, it won't give you the ideas of doing things in the right way. So why not asking your trainer for, your trainer have a lot of experience, a lot of ideas. And as a new missionaries, when I went on my mission, I would always ask my trainer, when I come up to something that I do not understand, you ask your trainer is there to help you. So maybe back, borrow, and steal. Back, borrow, and steal. This means that you have to ask your trainer, It doesn't mean that you're stealing, but it means you're like learning. You wanted to know more from your trainer, And of course, you wanted to, first of all, before you teach an investigator, you need to get to know your investigator world, Get to know your investigator.
I think it's important to have a good attitude,
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
So, this activity, I was leading you to get a hint on how you can become a happy first year teacher. How you can become a happy first year teacher. This one was how to become a happy missionary in teaching your first investigators on your mission. But our topic for today is how can you become a happy first year teacher. After our class for today, I wanted you class to go home and make sure that your first year being teaching as a teacher will be the best year, the happiest first year teachers ever, Okay. How can you be a happy first year teacher? Now, we can bring the ideas that we bring here as a missionary and compare it here to being a teacher, being a happy first year teacher. Like this point here, know your lesson. Well, you have to have a lesson plan, right? And you have to know the lessons that you are going to teach. If you're teaching English, you should know what to teach that day. So that when you go to class, you will be, fluent in teaching, but not like being bored and always read from the textbook and your student will feel like sleeping, Okay, follow the spirit. Does this help with how you can become a happy first year teacher? To follow the spirit? What do you think?
I think it is.
It is, Teaching, you have to teach with the spirit. You need the spirit to help you. You need to study, instead of studying the scripture, study your what?
Curriculum.
Study your curriculum. Study what you're going to teach that day so that you become fluent when you teach. And of course you need to what, Erna?
Pray.
To pray so that you will have the spirit with you in your teaching. And I want you guys to focus on this one. Focus on back, borrow, and steal. As a first year teacher, when you enter the school, they will give you your key. Here's your key, Erna. Here's your room number, your classroom number, and your students. So go for it. It is not the time for you to start learning and start collecting ideas on how to teach your class at the first day of your teaching, you will be struggling. Of course, you're becoming a first year teacher, you will feel nervous. You will feel like, oh, I can't do this, I'm so shy, I'm so nervous. But at the same time, you need to learn. You need to, as the days goes by, you become good and fluent. All you have to do is beg, borrow, and steal. So what does this mean to you? To beg, borrow, and steal as a teacher. What do you think?
I don't know, we should ask for help.
Ask for help?
And, like borrow ideas and tools that other teachers have developed and take them and use them. Utilize everything that we can get and apply it.
And kind of take those ideas and like you can put your own twist on them, make them your own kind of thing.
I think you guys bring a good idea, You explain it clearly, and I don't really have to explain it again.
You're right, yeah.
Because beg, borrow, and steal doesn't mean you are stealing from others, You are learning from other teachers. When you see the way the teaching is, you like, oh, this is a good idea. I like this one, I like this, how she transferred the message of this story into the class and stuff like that. That's the meaning, the whole purpose of beg, borrow, and steal. In order for you to improve, to become a skillful teacher, and to become happy as in your first year as a teacher, you need to learn from others. You can't just sit there in your little corner and just think to yourself, you can do this on your own. You need someone to help you. And last but not the least, you need to know, instead of the investigator, you need to get to know your what? Your student. Get to know them. And maybe some of them come from a broken family. Maybe some of your students are shy. Maybe some of our students are slow learner, Maybe some of your students are so smart and enthusiastic, and like they're willing to study and they're so getting things fast and stuff like that. So it's your job as a teacher. If you wanted to be happy in your classroom, you need to understand and get to know your student well in order for you to be able to teach them fluently and in a way that it be creative and help your students to love your class, especially love you as a teacher, but especially to love the lessons and to learn. Okay, do we have any question here? Any question? Any addition to our lesson today? No? Okay. For right now, I have a video, and I wanted to play this video for us so that we can see it. This video is all about the butterfly's life cycle, And when I play this video, you need to think about how the caterpillars, transform into a butterfly, related to our topic as, a teacher, related to you as a teacher. Do you understand? Okay, I'll play the video. I'll turn off the light. There you go.
little lonely. Gross, I hate
Okay. From the video that we just watched, explain to your neighbor how does a caterpillar transform into a butterfly related to you being a teacher? Do you understand the question? Explain to your neighbor how does the caterpillar transform into a butterfly related to you being a teacher? 2 minutes.
At first you start out, and then as you learn more and as you gain more experience, you become bigger and better.
I guess so.
A more beautiful teacher. I hate butterflies.
I can't talk about it.
I know.
It's always like on me. I hate caterpillar.
Oh, I hate butterflies.
Oh, okay.
It's like I have a goosebump right now every time I see caterpillar. It's just like, oh my god. But anyway, like,
Explain now, it's related to you being a teacher.
I think it's more like when you first time like teacher, you might don't know what to do, and you know it's kind of like you were born for the first time as a teacher, and then as time goes by through experiences and through I think like the challenges itself from the classroom, it makes you stronger and bigger, and then you started to figure out like, oh, this is what I need to do. Like,
Yeah.
When you feel like you're ready to share?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to share? What do you think?
We were talking about how, well, she said that when, with like the caterpillar sheds skin, it could be like when we learn new things, we'll kind of let go of our old ideas or like our own perspectives, or even like fears or anxieties that we might go into teaching as we become more comfortable. And then like when the caterpillar's always eating, you know, always gaining, as teachers will always be gaining knowledge and always, you know, growing and stuff like that until we become butterflies.
Wow, I wasn't thinking about the caterpillar shedding its skin and stuff like that. I was just thinking about how the caterpillar eating food, eating leaves in order to live every day, you know. But that was a good idea, you know. From the video that we just watched, like what you did just say, that the caterpillars need energy to live every day. So all he has to do is like what? Eat the leaves, you know, to make sure that he survives every day. It's the same as us teachers. To become a successful and a happy first year teacher, you need to like gain knowledge, back, borrow, and steal from others, from other teachers, in order for you to build your skillful, to become a skillful teachers. And when you become a skillful teachers, you will be happy. You will know what to do every day in class. So, the last thing I wanted you guys to do today in our class, I want you to take up your notebook and write down one thing, just one, that you think that it's most important thing that you learned from our lesson today. And I would like you to think about it, you know, to think about it and use it in your daily lives until the day that you become a good teachers in the future. Just one thing, and when you're done, then you can take your bag and everything and go to your next class. Thank you for coming to our class today.
Thank you.